Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, PA, the man with electric football fingers so quick and nimble they defy the human eye. I present to you the one and only Mr. National and the Mr. National Podcast.
Live. There, that camera right there.
That camera right there. Turn my mic up. I am ready to go. P-Dub, I am going in. Okay? Let's
Nice.
get this thing started. We in the booth again. Well, we state nothing but facts. Me and P-Dub coming at you.
Shooting straight.
Shooting straight, right. Like 6 o'clock. You know? Straight shoot. Right, like straight. Boom. Want to welcome everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Okay, Billy C is in Paris right now. It's about 12:22 a.m. in Paris. Okay.
Nice. I enjoy watching the highlights of his little electric football league. He posts them every once in a while on the MFCA page.
Yeah, the page I can't post no more, but we ain't going into that.
We won't get into that.
We won't get into that. 5 hours the other way. If you're in Hawaii, we got some people out there in Hawaii, that love us to watch us. It is only 2:23 p.m. over there. They're 5 hours behind.
We're in the thick of it right now.
Yeah, we're in the thick of it. We want to thank everybody for joining. We got a good camera view. Hey, I look. I haven't seen myself this big in a while, P-Dub. I'm using the
that is bigger than mine.
Yeah, I'm usually I use the cell phone, but today I said, let me kick the tires on the computer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get
the fashion is a little bit different today.
Yeah, you see that I'm rocking the vest,
yeah,
the hat, you know what I mean? Yep. Yeah. Beard needs a little trimming, but we're gonna rock with it. The show is loaded. It's kind of, I ain't gonna lie to the people. This show ain't loaded. P-Dub didn't come to me with a whole bunch of stuff. So we're gonna title this show the Mr. National Freestyle, because I'm gonna be freestyling it today, folks. So you know what I mean? We're gonna get into our sports. We're gonna get into electric football. But one of the things that we are gonna get into, we want you to start thinking about it, is your top 5 movies of all time. Me and P-Dub are going to, during this podcast, we're going to reveal our top 5, and we'll go through it. That's going to be the meat of the show today, the podcast.
I have to tell you, this is not an original idea on my part. I got the idea from a friend of mine, 2 friends of mine who just yesterday did their top 5.
Okay.
A couple of artist friends, Gary Hodges and Jim Lujan. So, I was like, what the hell? I want to do a top 5 too. See what Mr. National's top 5 is. Yeah, I know what the top 1 is.
I know what the 1 is, right?
In fact, I think we might even get a special guest appearance from somebody here. Hang on a minute. Let me see if I can get him on.
This we already know. Get my special guest on.
I feel the need for speed.
He was working on that, folks. He's been working on that. He nailed it. You know what I mean? It wasn't in the pregame warm-ups. It wasn't clean. He nailed it. He nailed it. Talking about nailing things, P-Dub. You watch your TV, see those commercials and stuff, and the medical field, they can't nail down like a medicine. Say you have a condition, right?
Right.
I might say this on another show, but it just kind of baffles me.
Mm-hmm.
The commercial is saying, if you have this or suffer from this,
erectile dysfunction.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go. There's a good one. We getting in that age. We might have to see our doctors and stuff like that. But the So you take the medicine and they give you the side effects.
Right. Which is
And some of these side effects
right.
are as bad as whatever you're dealing with in my book. I mean, they got hallucinations, sweats, headaches.
Now you get an erection, but it lasts all day. Right? Does that work?
Dude, you might get an erection. You're gonna get an erection, but you're gonna suffer from dizziness, sweats, headaches,
right,
suicidal thoughts.
Nobody wants to get around your erection because you stink.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell is like
what are you gonna do with
it? Right. I got the erection, but I'm too sick now to even use it because I'm suffering from nausea, back pain, muscle swells. I'm like,
they go through them fast too, and it takes like 2 minutes. They go through them fast,
Oh yeah, you sound like one of them guys at an auction, just they spit them out so you barely hear them. So, but I heard them. You know what I mean? I'm like, I might as well just suffer from bad joint pain.
Right.
I'm gonna just deal with my knee hurting instead of having back spasms, headaches, cold sweats, fever, dry throat, nauseous, suicidal thoughts, and in some rare cases, death. The side effect is I could die. Like what is going on here? I was like, yeah. The other thing, talking to these guys at construction, PW, they are a crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
They talking about colonoscopies and stuff.
Yeah.
And they like, nobody wants to talk
the details.
Yeah. But they and I'm thinking like they've been doing it that way for like forever. They put you to sleep, stick the camera up your ass, and look around.
Mm-hmm.
That seemed kind of primitive. Like, what about a ultrasound or that tube, that MRI? What? There's no other way of looking into a rectum.
Yeah, you got the brightest minds in the world looking at this, and this is what you figured out.
Yeah, I'm like, what in the world?
Like, go to the belly button or something.
Right. Oh, Andy, I guess they want to get right to the point. But damn, I mean, it's just like we got that telescope that's seeing 1 billion miles now. We got that telescope.
Yeah.
Why don't they just line your ass up and put that telescope and they can just see right through your fucking whole body? Then you ain't that thing can see through the shit and everything else. These dudes got me scared to go take it. They was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna take this and that." And
I got a few years on Mr. National. I think you should be scared to take it. I've been there. It's not fun.
I was talking to Smokestack, man. He was, oh my God, he was.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, he's been. Yeah,
that's the guy that could be on the construction site. He could fit right in with them.
Yeah,
guys. Man. He went in. He went into the other thing too when the penis thing.
Wow, you've hit all the highlights today so far.
Yeah, the prostate. Yeah, the prostate check. Yeah. Well, we always touch on, health, and we gotta stay healthy because we're getting older and stuff like that. So that,
these electric football guys. I mean, it's not the fittest bunch. They may have been in their younger days playing football and stuff.
Yes.
But they're older now. They're, they're not a real active group. You gotta, some of them are, but
right. When you jump out of when I think of guys that's like in shape, well, he don't play no more, but Mike Robinson out of Texas.
Yeah. Really?
Brandon Newton is in pretty good shape, but he's young, so I ain't counting him. Brian Newton. But some, Rafiq's in pretty good shape. Who's in B-Nut? Peanut stays slim. P Dub, you're in pretty good shape. You stay pretty slim.
It's going away, man.
It's
It's fading fast.
you still hooping. You still hooping. I mean, Ken Allen is in pretty good shape.
Yeah, he's in really good shape.
Yeah, it's up, and he's up there. He's one of the older guys. So yeah, we got some guys that's in good shape. Then we got the guys that we got. That's who we talk.
You know who you are. I'm saying that because I'm not in good shape anymore, man. It's going fast. Oh, here we go.
Here we go. I mean, our poster child for in shape is Frank Jacob, Big Frank.
Yeah, but he's a freak. I mean, he's just
How about Jeff Priest?
Yeah, Jeff Priest is crazy because I seen him when he was young, and he's just a skinny guy like me.
Yeah,
but now he's just yoked, man.
Jacked up, man. I was like, wow, look at this dude.
Good for him.
The Ohio guys. I mean, yeah, you got those Ohio guys. I don't know. They into their workout.
They grow them different there.
They do. Isn't Greg Harmon? He's out that area too.
Oh, yeah, he's ripped.
He's ripped too. He's shredded. Yeah. So yeah, we want to just make sure all our guys stay in shape.
Yeah, get some exercise from time to time.
Right. And not tweaking. Now, Jamie, here in Philly. Oh, we got another guy, Kenny King, but he's young. Yeah. Kenny's in his mid-30s, early 30s, so he's still younger. But Kenny is ripped. When we said, oh man, his arms are. Poof.
I mean, you could tell like he's probably going to be built pretty well even into his 50s and 60s.
Oh yeah, because he works out and he takes care of himself.
Yeah, right. Some of us are not,
Yeah, I forgot what point I was going at. I just lost it. What was I saying, P-Dub? I was going somewhere.
Talking about the health of everybody.
Oh, I remember. I was talking about James Harris.
Yeah.
He was a lot bigger. He was getting, just always talking about he was in his dungeon tweaking. He had got so big. Then he got a job. He's at a dollar store, manager of it. I guess he's in loading boxes and he toned down a lot.
Really
saw him over the weekend. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, he looks good. Yeah, Jamie looks good. We might have to get him back on the podcast one day.
Yeah.
The one and only time he had bad audio. I tried to tell him
can't eat potato chips on a podcast.
Yeah, you can't eat potato chips
on an audio podcast.
And then when you're done eating the potato chips, put the bag over your cell phone. What the hell's wrong with him? You know what I mean? Like, damn. What the hell? All right, some sports beat up. Kevin Durant has removed the trade request with the Brooklyn Nets. So he's going to stay.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's going to stay teamed up with Kyrie. They're going to get Ben Simmons into the action. And that's their big three. We're going to see how they do. The NBA schedule came out. So it's going to be interesting. Who do you like off the bat? Golden State to repeat?
No, I don't like Golden State to repeat. Let me think about that.
Memphis?
Kevin Durant. Like Steve Nash is like, oh, this fucking guy.
Yeah, I heard he wanted Steve Nash going or something like that.
Yeah, he wanted him fired, or I want to trade, or
right. That's what it was. Yeah, I don't want to play for Steve. Yeah,
now they're going to move forward as partners. Like you're not a partner, dude. You're a player on the team,
right?
Now,
how would you feel as the coach that he came out and said that?
Right.
But now you got to.
What I mean, he's like this fucking guy,
Right.
Yeah.
No. I guess you got to be meant. I mean,
I would like to see how Boston traded that number 7 Brown, didn't they?
Nah,
they didn't. Yeah, I thought they were looking to get rid of him.
Wow,
I want to see Boston come back strong. And Milwaukee will be there again.
Yeah, they were hurt. Their Middleton was hurt.
Yeah. But I want to see Boston. I want to see Tatum come back like stronger.
Right,
If he does. I mean, like he seemed like an intense dude. Like he'll come back, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you got Milwaukee, you got Boston, you got the Sixers, you got the Miami Heat did good.
Yeah.
That's all on the East. Then in the West, you got, you know, the Nuggets. They've been hurt the whole year. Joker won the MVP back to back. But all his players were going, so they're supposed to come back. Murray. Then you have the Phoenix Suns, who really just collapsed. They just was like they would have had the best record in the league.
Yeah, right.
They got knocked out in
more clutch.
Yeah, they got knocked out in the second round. So, you got Phoenix. I like Memphis. Memphis made a really good run for it, but ultimately it was Golden State. But I don't, like you said, I don't see them. You got LeBron and the Lakers. Lakers had a lot of injuries.
Yeah. I feel like LeBron and the Lakers are a lot like KD and the Nets. Because they could, you know, there's no reason the Lakers just with AD and LeBron could run away with it, right? 2 against 5. And, you know, Kyrie and Durant is a pretty killer combo as well.
And they got Ben Simmons.
Yeah, and they got some decent fill-in players, you know. So both of those squads, I think, could, you know, if they fulfill their potential, would be right in the thick of it.
Right.
But I hope neither one of them make the playoffs.
Not going to happen. Both of those teams.
I want to see the Pistons make the playoffs.
The Pistons. Oh my God. your Detroit colors. You know what I mean? As you wearing a Michael Irvin, or is that
my Aikman jersey, man?
That's Aikman. That's just the 8. All right, you got Troy.
Right here. I got an Aikman jersey.
You got Troy. Now, Troy. Talk about Troy and football. He was at Oklahoma. You remember that in college? He was at Oklahoma, and playing for Barry Switzer, Troy Aikman. But Barry Switzer liked to run that wishbone, and Troy Aikman wasn't a runner.
Right.
He transferred out of there and went over to UCLA. He was a traditional passer.
Yep.
I think Jamil Holloway ran Barry Switzer's Oklahoma offense to a T. I mean, they did really well.
It's kind of like when Bobby Knight told Chris Webber, "You don't want to come to Indiana." But you remember that? Bobby Knight told Chris Webber.
Oh, I didn't know that. He didn't want Chris Webber with the Hoosiers.
Oh, he just said, "Chris Webber, you don't want to come to Indiana because you want to be somewhere where you can score."
Right.
You know, you're not the type of player that, you know, that you anyway.
Wow.
Like
I know Bobby Knight. Didn't he kick Charles Barkley off the '84 team? I think Bobby Knight was the coach of the '84 Olympic team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he kicked Barkley off. The Barkley didn't make that team. You got to do your research on that one. Yeah, Barkley didn't make that team.
Oh, wow.
Jordan, Mitch Richmond. It was a bunch of other guys, but
didn't want to.
Yeah, Charles Barkley. They're all college. That was back when we still said college.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They were all in college. Charles was out of Auburn, you know?
Yeah.
And, he didn't make the team. I didn't know about Bobby Knight saying that to Webber.
Webber.
Webber was a beast coming out of high school, McDonald's All-American, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he was like, you know, I think he was like full grown, 6'10" or whatever he is.
Oh, yeah, he was a man amongst boys.
Yeah.
But back to Aikman. So he goes to UCLA, has great success, number 1 pick of the '89 draft. To this day, probably one of the top drafts in recent years. You know, well, I guess you can't call that recent, but you had Troy, Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders, Hall of Famer, Deion Sanders, Hall of Famer, Derek Thomas, Hall of Famer. Those 4, I think, were like top 4 of the top 5 picks right there.
Yeah, that draft was a Hall of Fame heavy.
Yeah, it was. I mean, right at number 2, you had the incredible bust, they called him Tony Mandrix, but he didn't pan out.
Right, from Michigan State. I remember him.
He didn't pan out too good, but that was a great draft. So Troy Aikman's number 1 pick to the Cowboys. They suck. His first
1-15.
Yeah, 1-15 his first year. Then they turn it around. All because of one player, Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker made the Dallas Cowboys. They trade Herschel. They get a boatload of picks, a boatload of players. They turn the corner. And now, a lot can be said because they had a lot of picks. Everybody gets a lot of picks, but they pick good players with those picks.
You know what I think really happened to that team is there's a documentary, maybe like a 30 for 30 on the offensive line of the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
That offensive line, they were a bunch of like second-rate offensive linemen. I can't remember all of them now, but it was like, Larry Allen and
Newton, Eric Williams.
Yeah, Eric Williams, and I can't remember all of them. That number 66, the big. So
was he that Kevin Gogan?
Gogan, that's it. Yeah. All those guys were like kind of like second-tier offensive linemen, but they got there and they just all gelled and excelled to one of the greatest offensive lines of all times. But they didn't have to expend a lot of. I mean, I think Eric Williams and Larry Allen were high draft pick guys.
Yeah, they were. They were, and they were exceptional.
Right. They were Hall of Fame. But you know what I mean? I think they got more than what they got out of that more than what they put into it. You know what I mean? That offensive line, has made Emmitt Smith's career
a lot easier. I remember the Houston Oilers back in the day. Every year they drafted an offensive lineman with a high pick. Dean Steinkuhler, Mike Munchak.
Yeah. When you got a back like that, you got to give them somebody,
Yeah. They had Earl Campbell. Then they had coming in. That was they had Warren Moon.
Yeah.
From Calgary, from Canadian League. So if you look at that draft, they boom, 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 about 3 years straight offensive lineman on the first.
Yeah.
All right. So Troy Aikman gets success, P-Dub. He's Troy the Wonder Boy, whatever. The coach, what's his name?
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, argues with his college buddy Jerry Jones. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go to Miami. Jerry hires Barry Switzer.
Yeah.
Who told Troy, you ain't really, you can't run this offense. Troy's like, I don't want to run this offense.
Yeah.
I'm going to UCLA.
Well, so do you think Barry Switzer kicked him out of Oklahoma or said, let me do you a favor, don't stay here?
I think what he was asking him to do, you basically kicking him out. I mean, the guy,
we're just not going to run an offense that you can play in.
Right. This is the offense.
Right.
And Troy Aikman wasn't that kind of. Can you imagine Troy Aikman running the wishbone? You know what I mean? It ain't going to work. I mean, so he didn't tell him to kick him out. He didn't tell me he had to leave, but he basically did with
right.
The way that's the way football, NFL was ran back in the day. So when these quarterbacks are coming in now, Pete, up more ready to step right in because the game is almost like a college game. And the coach is catering their offense to what they're drafting. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. It was, this is what we're going to do. Here's the playbook. Learn it.
It was more coach-centric. You had the big, huge characters as the coaches. You had Don Shula, Tom Landry, Bill Parcells, Chuck Knowles.
Bill Coryell.
Yep. Eric Coryell, right? Yeah, his system was passing West Coast offense, right?
Yeah.
You better fit into it or.
Yeah, right. You didn't want to be no Eric Dickerson going to the Chargers. Right. John Robinson, coach of the Rams. You know what I mean?
I formation.
I formation. We're gonna put a fullback in front of you, and boom, we're gonna run it right there. So those young quarterbacks. I mean, some of them, those guys that were athletes, they didn't have a chance to come in the NFL.
Oh, right.
And they didn't have a chance because it was like, you got to learn this. You got, Randall kind of broke the mold in like 89 or whatever when he came around.
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the first ones. I mean, I think the best one really was Steve Young. I mean,
Yeah.
man.
He could run. Joe Montana could scramble. Joe Montana,
to me, was like Tom Brady, except athletic.
yeah.
In that, like, he knew where every player was on the field. Remember when we were watching that summer? We watched with Hugh Stack, watched all those old replays. Here's Joe Montana, like in the pocket. The pocket's starting to break down. He steps up, and then he just turns and throws it over there. You know, all the way across the field. Like, how did he know he was there? You know,
yeah.
Everybody is on the field, and he's got just that pocket presence. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I hated that.
That was beautiful to watch. They didn't really run, you know, they just move around. So when I you know,
step here, step there,
step here, a step over. Brady does it. Phillip Rivers was great at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Rivers.
Just that pocket, you know, somebody would come up and they'll just move up a little bit. It's like beautiful. Yep. It's chaos all around you.
Right.
And you're calm and you're going through your progressions.
Right.
That you know, that can't be taught. That's like
right.
That's next level stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And athleticism doesn't necessarily give you that.
Athleticism was Vic or one of some of these other guys.
Yeah.
They feel it, they taking off.
Right.
You know, that presents another problem for defense. But if you got your receiver wide open, you might run for 20 yards. But if you looked up, you had a touchdown already.
Yeah.
You know? So that
but like Joe Montana could run. I mean, he was a decent runner.
He could run. He wasn't like no Steve Young runner.
Oh, right. Now Steve Young could run. You know, he was to me the one that really broke the mold. And then, but then it was a while. Then, you know, but now they're just, you know, they're Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray, or, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's
like
it's great, P-Dub, because the coaches, I don't know if they've been humbled or a lot of them are coming from the college game. Steve Spurrier was one of the first. He tried to bring that college stuff to the NFL, but it wasn't ready.
Right.
And he didn't have the players. He thought he could just bring all his Florida guys in.
Yeah.
And make it work.
Run a system.
Yeah, you still need the players. He didn't have the players. To me,
the greatest coaches are the ones that can take the players that you have, build a system designed to exploit those players. You know,
that's what Bum Phillips, the great Bum Phillips, late great, said about Don Shula.
Oh, really?
This type of way. He said he could take his and beat yours, and he could take yours and beat his. But he said it in a country kind of Texas way, man. It was hilarious how Bum Phillips explained it. But that's basically what he's saying. You know, Don Shula can beat you with his guys.
Right.
And just for shits and giggles, I'll take your team, you take my team, and then I'll beat you with your team. That's a coach, all right? You know what I mean? That is a coach. That's electric football, Pete up. That's what coaching is about.
That's what the Hulk could do, right?
The Hulk, I think.
Well, he runs a certain kind of.
He's power.
Yeah.
I don't know if
known for that. Look, Norbert is known for power running and everything, but he passes as good as anybody.
Yeah, and he used to couldn't pass. I remember when Norbert first came in, he couldn't pass worth for
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I know he's now.
Yeah, he get the.
I see him good.
Yeah, he's more of a technician. I know Adrian is a technician, but I'm just saying, out of the bag, strong. I want it out of the bag who can win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's easy to have your team up, but out of the bag, who can take? That's what Ron Bell. He was probably before the old Miggle tournament. Ron Bell, it was more out of the bag tournament, P-Dub. It was
right.
It was you got your team right there, and you got a little bit of time to play with them.
Evaluate what your
no tools, and then you play ball. And Ron Bell,
I would like to see that. A tournament like that and see who comes out on top.
Yeah. Now that I mean, Ron Bell, I mean, when you talk about X's and O's, you know what I mean, and stuff, he was good just playing out of the bag. Kelvin Lomax is another one, X and O's, and can dissect a team and stuff like that. Hulk, just to me, he
He knows how to tweak and get his
Yeah,
guy.
he has great talent.
Yeah.
I don't know if he could take a lesser talent team and beat somebody.
Well, there you just challenged him.
Whoa. Yeah, I think that's, hopefully he missed this show. He ain't gonna.
Oh, you don't want to hear this.
yeah. Hulk, don't even watch it. Don't even watch it, man. But yeah, I'll play him, and we'll have the Fishers broadcast it.
Yeah,
we'll bring them back.
Like that, of all the top guys come together, you don't get tweak bases. You get what you get out of the bag.
Out of the bag.
Out of the bag tournament.
Out of the bag. The bases are tweaked. You know, they got a little tweak to them. They all can run.
And we just take a bag of all the bases and mix them all up.
Yeah.
And then hand them out.
Yeah. P-Dub is just handing out. Here you go. You got 12.
Just like dealing cards. One for you.
12 TTCs, 12 rookies. You know what I mean? Here's some ITZ stuff in there. A little bit. You all get the same amount of everything.
Right.
And let's see who can ball.
There you go.
And the quarterback has to be the old Tudor Games, the original.
Oh, okay.
That's too much. P-Dub's like, whoa, I don't know about that one. You just lost the whole field. You just lost the whole field right there. Everybody was all the way up to that point. Everybody's like, all right, I'm in. You gotta use that old school code. All right, I'm out.
No passing.
Yeah, I'm out. Let's put let's have what is it called? The stick passing then.
Yeah, no stick passing. No stick passing.
No stick. Yeah, all triple threat. P-Dub, we got 2 football games, 2 preseason games on tonight. Like I said, today is a Thursday evening. Me and P-Dub taking out of our busy schedules to bring the podcast to the masses, to the millions.
Mom, hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Fans, groupies. I'll be at the pub later. The groupies want to see. I'll be at the pub later. Groupies. Can you imagine that? Electric football groupies. One of these days, folks, we're going to make it the big time. We keep posting your pictures, you guys. You keep showing the talent of the artists and the figure makers.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep, me and P-Dub is going to keep doing this show. We're going to keep having special guests,
Do you have any kind of news that you're willing to share about, promoting the game, the hobby, or no?
No, I just want to promote my Monet.
Okay.
Hair care, skin care, and wellness. Listen, P-Dub, before we move on, because I'm drawing a blank. You might have threw me an assist like a lob, and I blew it. I don't know.
It's okay. Maybe you weren't ready to,
You want to bring it back, maybe.
Yeah.
But the Monet. So people that have trouble sleeping, Monet has a sleep drop. Yes, you just put a drop on your tongue and boom, you sleep. Sleep. Some people don't have trouble going to sleep.
Yeah, in the middle of the night, because I got to wake up and go pee. I wish I didn't have to wake up to go pee. Do you have that?
Yeah, all the time. But I go right back to sleep. I have no issues sleeping.
That's good.
Yeah, I go right to sleep. Everything, knock on wood, whatever. Everything works on Mr. National, I hear some people say they don't do number 2 every day. I mean, I'm like, I eat, I go. You know what I mean? 2 to 3 times every day. Boom. Just like that. Some people say, oh yeah, go to pee, and it got a slow flow or something, or a weak flow. Now I go to pee right on out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, yeah. So no. Yeah, no issues. I mean, I'm good.
Good. Enjoy that.
Sleep. I'm tired. I love sleep. I love a nap. You know what I mean? I live for a nap.
Oh, naps are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, I wake up in the middle of the night, 1, 2 in the morning, take a pee, I'm right back to sleep.
Nice.
And sometimes a little bit rougher than others. But Monet, folks, has a sleep drop. You know, P-Dub talking about in the middle of the night, take that drop. You'll go right back to sleep. People, I don't use it, but the people that have used it, that have trouble sleeping, say it works like a charm. So not only is the Monet hair care, skin care, now they have wellness products. So check it out. The link is up there.
MrNational.mymonet.com.
There you go. My Monet, MyMonat. So the nat is in the Monet. So you know what I mean? Monat. If that's going to help you remember. Monat. You know what I mean? So, Peter, circling back, what was the question? What was the lob I missed? It seemed like we
You were going to tell me I don't know if we should do this on the air or not here, but you're telling me that there's some stuff in the works in the background about electric football.
Oh yeah. I can't. I gotta wait for it to jump off. I gotta wait for it. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta wait for it. I can tell you that Kelly's getting ready for the Twister kickoff of the TOC series in Missouri, Kansas City. So that's going. I can say this one, Pete, up. So it's a couple things in the works, but I help put together a thing for the Baltimore Lottery. The Baltimore Lottery. Where they were. I don't know when it comes out. Hopefully I'll get to. They'll send me the link or something. But I was supposed to go actually shoot with the producers and run the play, but they had other ideas. And, when we talked on the phone and I told them what they could do and what they figured they could do it themselves. So when it comes out, folks, don't be like, oh, that's Mr. National made it look corny and that. He ain't the fall. I wasn't there. I just talked to these guys. Anyway, it was supposed to be an electric football guy with a quarter, and he's supposed to run across the board and with a quarter like he's running to scratch off.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and that was it. So yeah. So it was in the works. I did help out, and I talked to the producers and stuff, and they shot it on their own. So
okay.
Yeah, he was talking about do you think the weight of the quarter would make him fall over? I was like, well, yeah, but I said I got ways around it. I'll have it. It's going to work when the board comes off. They were talking about using magnets under the board, I guess, with levers and pull them across. I don't know what they did. So my hands were tied up. You know what I mean?
Hey, did you ever see the one when I was a kid? I had one electric football board that actually had a lever in the side of the thing that had a magnet on the end of it. The idea was you could control the quarterback, or the ball carrier or something.
Never.
Handle and like a little. Oh, it was almost kind of like trying to be like one of those hockey games,
Right. The stick, right.
Yeah, but anyway. Had a magnet on it, and you had a magnet on your player, and you could, move that one.
I don't think I never had that. No.
Yeah, I don't think it's. But when I was a kid, electric football sucked anyway because I just didn't play it right,
Right. Yeah. No, none of us did. That's the thing. Running in backwards, running in circles, all that.
Yeah.
Well, now, folks, I hope you guys have worked on your top 5 movies of all time because we're at that point in the podcast where we're going to reveal our top 5.
We're going to start with 5. And I'll go first.
Okay. And you got mine. So
yeah. Yeah. So for me,
Number 5.
number 5,
Ooh, The Matrix.
Matrix.
That was kind of,
When I was making my list, I got to number 5, and there was no sci-fi or any kind of like action or anything on there, and so I had to put this one on there because.
I mean, that movie's so like intricate. Like it was like on the website you could go behind the scenes and how it worked there with all computer stuff.
Yeah, and it was back in '99 or something like that.
Yeah,
it was made.
Yeah, like the cookies. Like the Oracle fed them cookies. Cookies is in the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like a whole nother level to that movie that computer nerds were into, besides just the obvious theatrics.
Right. Yeah.
Great movie.
All right.
Put Neo, Keanu Reeves on back in the main. He was the dude. He was the dude. He did I think he did Speed. He had did
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, that was corny. But the other one, with Patrick Swayze, that was
where he was Johnny Utah.
Yeah, that was Point Break.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. So that Matrix just set him up.
Yeah, that was a mind bender.
Yeah, excellent movie. Excellent.
All right, we're ready for Mr. National number 5.
National top 5. Are you not entertained?
Hey, I'm really disappointed not to have this one on my list. This is definitely a top 5 movie.
I had no idea. I remember going to the movies to see it, and I had no idea it was going to be that good. And I'm sitting in the movie theater like, I might have seen one of the greatest movies ever.
Yeah.
It was that good.
You know what though? This one would not be my number 6.
Okay.
But it might be my number 7. My number 6 is a movie just like this, but better.
No,
Braveheart.
Braveheart. Braveheart was good. I thought you was going to say 300. I was going to choke you.
Right, no.
Braveheart was very good. Braveheart was good. I like Braveheart.
But yeah, Gladiator is right there, man. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, it was great. I mean,
the tigers and the freaking, remember when the tigers came out of the ground?
Yeah, they were setting them up. They was trying to set them up. The dude. He killed the tigers and killed the dude.
Yeah,
it was unbelievable.
Yeah, and the king was really bad, and then
the Caesar. He killed his own dad. He choked his dad out.
Joaquin Phoenix. Oh,
Joaquin Phoenix. Am I not merciful? I take that trash talk to Electric Football, people. That's what I go to.
Don't take it too far.
Yeah, that's it. When you up in Electric Football, you laying heavy now. You up 38 to 14 or whatever, and the guy's trying to score so he can do an onside, and then they go for it on 4th.
Yeah,
it's like early in the 4th quarter, late in the 3rd, and they go for it. And you stop them again. Now you getting the ball, you putting your offense back on, and they just want to shake it. They just put their hand up. Like shake your hand like that, And I was like, "What's that?" He was like, "No, you got the game." I was like, "No, I got 15 more minutes on the clock." He was like, "No, I ain't playing." And then I said, "Am I not merciful?" Am I not merciful? All right,
let's move on to number 4
of the top 5 movies of P-Dub and Mr. National.
All right, number 4.
Shawshank
Redemption.
I can't even talk on it because I ain't seen it yet.
What?
Joe. I get so much flack for not seeing that movie.
Oh,
I'm gonna watch it.
It's a timeless movie too, man.
It is. I heard.
It's like it takes place in like maybe the 60s or 50s or something like that.
I heard.
I don't know, but yeah, I mean, man, it's really good. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it. I can't even talk on that.
And there's nothing even to say about it. Like there's no real like memorable, lines or anything like that.
It's
It's
just a
not a
good
big
movie.
act.
Yeah.
It's
Everybody
just
watch
a quality story, man. It's just awesome. All right. Ready for number 4, Mr. National?
it. Yeah, give it to him. I wish I had the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was a baby. I was a baby when this movie came out, but just watching it so many times, and Michael Corleone and everything. That was some of the Maryland coaches. That's what they nicknamed me because of the electric football league.
The Godfather.
Was Michael Corleone. You know what I
Oh,
mean? He was like ruthless. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
yeah, you gotta be. Somebody's got. Listen, guys, running a league tournament. Somebody has to be the bad guy. Somebody, somebody's got to make them hard decisions. So, I did it. So, but The Godfather, as P. Dub said, timeless movie, made in the 70s. I mean, it's just well written. Marlon Brando,
And Robert De Niro when he was real young.
real young. Look what they did to my boy. James Caan. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. It was just well written.
The lady who, what was her name? That played Rocky's wife.
Yeah, Talia Shire or something.
Talia Shire.
Yeah, she was the sister.
Yeah, that's right. Yep, she was
the sister. Yep.
All right.
Number 3 for Miss. No, we'll go to your number 3, Pete.
Yeah, my number 3. I have to have a Western.
Well, you can put both of us on there because both our number 3s are the same. Unforgiving.
Bing.
Okay. Boom. We agree.
That's my only Western, and but it's like a great Western. It's like a
great actors: Gene Hackman, Clint, Morgan Freeman.
But it's also like a modern day kind of thriller.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an awesome movie.
I mean, I'm gonna say that's probably my favorite Western, but a close second is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I could have put that on my list. That's
You want to see a great Western? Have you seen 3:10 to Yuma?
Yes, that's a remake.
Yeah.
That was good.
Bro.
I don't think that was good though. I like more than 3:10 to Yuma was Silverado with a young Kevin Costner, Danny Glover.
Mm-hmm.
Silverado was good. Another good one is the one with Val Kilmer in it. Everybody likes that one, Doc Holliday or something.
The
Tombstone, I think it is.
Tombstone, yeah, that is a good one. Yeah.
So, but Unforgiven to me is way up there.
Yeah.
Beat up. Another one you might want to see is Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall. Is it? Free Staters. What was the name of that one? I'm gonna look it up. You go on.
Dances with Wolves?
No. Hold
That's a great movie.
Hold on. What did I say it was? Kevin Costner.
Robert Duvall?
Yep.
Wait. So I can't believe I can't think of this movie. All right, I'm going to go on to my number 2.
Okay.
You ready?
Go for it.
This is huge.
This is
a good one.
Drum roll, please.
The Usual Suspects.
Quentin Tarantino.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was Bryan Singer's the director. And then, that wasn't a Quentin Tarantino movie.
No, I thought
it had a lot of the same kind of hallmarks of Quentin Tarantino because it jumped around from time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I thought that was Quentin Tarantino. Okay, good. Yeah, that was was that Mr. Brown and
You're thinking of the Reservoir Dogs.
That's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Usual Suspects, Kaiser Sose.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know who was in it? People might forget that the guy his name's Giancarlo Esposito, the guy who plays Gus Fring. He also plays the bad guy in the Star Wars movies.
Uh-huh.
You know who I'm talking about?
No, which was he?
He's a bad guy in all these movies. He plays in
Yeah,
like Better Call Saul.
I think he's the bad guy, the guy in Kill Bill that gets bit with the snake. Him is that ain't the
I
guy.
don't remember.
But the movie with Robert Duvall and
Mhm.
Kevin, Open Range, good Western.
Oh, okay, yeah. I spent time since that one didn't make an impression on me. I might have to watch it again.
Yeah, that one was pretty good. About the
Right.
free grazers or whatever. They was good shootout in that one.
All right.
Usual Suspects was great. Kaiser's, that was Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Who,
Verbal Kent was his name.
Yeah, who committed career suicide.
Yeah.
His new name is He Gone.
Yeah, he got all weird on it.
Yeah, he got all weird. But
All
he
right.
was dynamic in The Usual Suspects.
Yeah. And the Chaz Palminteri was the detective who was interviewing him.
Yes,
Chaz.
That's another good one. A Bronx Tale.
Oh, I love that movie. Yeah, that could be in my top 5.
Yeah, that could be it. And another one, of my honorable mentions, A Bronx Tale was good. Carlito's Way. I love
Carlito's. Yeah. That's a great movie. Yeah.
The flow.
I mean, my top 5 should be about 50 long.
The flow of the movie, the soundtrack, it was just awesome.
Yeah.
Just awesome. All right, Mr. National, The Fourth.
Right.
Number 2.
Drum roll, please.
Well, that music. Doom, 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 doom. The Terminator. I'll Be Back. You know what I mean? Great movies have great phrases.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be back. You know what I mean? Movies, you could just say a scene, just say a phrase, and you know the movie. Okay. Yep. Another one that could have been on this list, on my list, it was younger. You're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah, that's classic. Okay?
Yep. Classic. I think 70s, Star Wars, Rocky, the 70s.
I don't think we have any, either one of us have any Spielberg movies on here.
No. But Indiana Jones
are great.
E.T., Star Wars. Yeah, it was a bunch of.
One thing about my list, my entire list is from the mid to late 90s.
Yeah. You were deep, you were heavy into it then.
I guess so.
Yeah, mine jump around. Mine is 80s mostly, 80s.
Yeah.
But I got Gladiators 2000s or maybe 99.
Yeah, I think it was early 2000s.
Yep.
All right, my number 1 is pretty obvious by looking at what's behind me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Which I love that movie. It came out in 1994. I was sitting there. I remember I was dating this one girl. We went to go see it. And she was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "This movie is great." She couldn't follow it. She was like, "This movie."
Oh, yeah. If you don't like it, man, it's really bad.
It was awesome. And the Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames scene is just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is going on back there? What are they doing?
Yeah. A friend of mine, him and I went to Atlanta one summer to help with Habitat for Humanity, and we went to see Jefferson, and we got a break from the work that we were doing, so we went to see this movie Jefferson in Paris with Nick Nolte. I don't know if you remember that movie. It was terrible.
Didn't see it.
About a half hour. It was horrible. So about a half hour into it, we were both like, "This is stupid. You want to leave?" We walk out of the movie, right? We're walking to the theater and we walk by Pulp Fiction. And I was like, "Oh my God, this is my favorite movie. You got to see this." So we walked into that theater instead of leaving. We walked into that theater. We walk in right on the Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames thing.
Oh, man.
You know? And he's like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Like, sorry, man. And we left that movie too.
Yeah. Your LA privileges is revoked. He told me. Your LA privileges is revoked.
I'm gonna get some medieval motherfuckers in here.
Yeah, we're gonna get a pair of pliers and a blowtorch. We're gonna have to get medieval in that ass. Yo.
Yeah, there's so many great lines in that show.
Yeah, I love that movie. You know, Travolta.
Yeah.
And we were dancing. Oh, that the movie was slick, man. It was stylish. It was all that stuff. The scene that jumps out when she OD'd, the drilling needle in the heart, like, and she just rose up, like, "Hey, get me home." That movie.
Hang on a second. I gotta read this. This is Winston Wolfe. He said, "If I'm curt with you, it's because time is a factor. I think fast, I talk fast, and I need you guys to act fast if you want to get out of this. So pretty please, with sugar on top, clean the fucking car."
Well, now who was that actor? That was
Harvey Keitel.
Harvey Keitel. Yes. Excellent.
I think
He blows up in like a Ferrari or something, man.
Yeah.
Because the one kid that they didn't shoot in the room, they take him back with him, and he hits a pothole and blows his brain off.
Yeah, he shot Marvin in the face.
Man. Honey Bunny in the restaurant, Honey Bunny.
Oh my gosh, there's so many good scenes in that.
Yeah.
The dialogue.
Listen, the movie came out in '94.
Mm-hmm.
The movie that won Movie of the Year in '94
in the top 5 list of any
was Forrest Gump.
Yeah, which I'm disappointed not to have that one in my top 5.
I did not like Forrest Gump. It was entertaining because it beat out Pulp Fiction, which I thought should have got Movie of the Year.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this movie is stupid.
You didn't like it, huh?
You didn't see all that stuff. Like, they put him in everything. You know what I mean? Like, get out of here. Pulp Fiction was a real movie, you know?
All right, let's move on to Mr. Nash.
We're going to wrap up this podcast right after this. There was no drum roll. Anybody that's around me for any amount of time know I'm heavy Niners, and Top Gun is my favorite movie, okay?
How many times have you seen Top Gun?
I cannot even. Seriously, like, no bullshitting, 250 times. Seriously, like, really. Yeah, seriously. 200, maybe more. 250 is a modest count. I have like a sickness that if I'm channel surfing and I go by it, I have to stop and watch it. Where is that?
What do you like so much about it? Is it the airplanes or?
It's just Tom Cruise is so cool. Everything. The love scene, the dating, the back and forth.
Yeah.
How he's like up in her face, she think he's gonna kiss, and he pulled back. Just the whole thing. Yeah. I thought it was just so cool. The whole movie.
Yeah.
It came out in like 86. And I think, and back then I didn't probably like it as much as I liked it as I got older.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
maybe like it too. Part of it's like a nostalgia. Does it take you back to being younger?
That too. The Nintendo era, when Nintendo had Top Gun game, I had to get it.
Right.
I had to get the special joystick with the controller, the soundtrack was dope. You know what I mean? The soundtrack, Kenny Long, it was just everything about the movie. I just loved it. It was just crazy. So now, fast forward, P-Dub, Maverick come out part 2. Maverick, the Top Gun second one, is better. It's a better movie.
Oh, so you're picking Top Gun Maverick?
No, the original. Listen.
Uh-huh.
The sequel is a better movie than the original.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I thought they were both great.
It's better. It's a better. Yeah. I mean, just the portrayals of everybody involved. I mean, it was just a better movie, but still, the original Top Gun is my number 1 movie. So I could put both of them in my number 1.
Right.
You know what I mean? I got both of them.
I think I could fill my whole top 5 with Quentin Tarantino movies.
Get Out. You a Quentin okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, I could put Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs, Django Unchained, Glorious Bastards, and probably
Coffee or something. Didn't he do one of the ones with Foxy Brown?
Jackie Brown.
Jackie Brown, yeah.
Yeah, that one's too slow, and I didn't like.
Yeah. He did the Western one. When was it the Western one he did?
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, Hateful Eight. Yeah,
that wasn't. I didn't like that one either. That one
like that.
Good. But Django Unchained.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
that dude, not Jamie Foxx, but the other dude that he was rolling with, I think stole a movie. Great, he did a great job.
He was in Glorious Bastards too.
Yeah, he was great.
No, I thought him and Jamie Foxx were awesome, both of them. That
together.
Yeah. But anyway,
and of course Samuel L. Jackson, he was just so devious, like
oh man,
of Uncle Tom, like he was.
Oh, man. You just when he died, you were just so like.
Everybody like, I think he blew him up or something.
Oh, his most recent Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was actually pretty good. With Brad Pitt was in it.
Oh, was that okay? I didn't see that one yet.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Leonardo DiCaprio. Okay. I wouldn't put it up there with the other ones, but it was good. But,
well, Pete Up, I think we did an excellent show freestyling. You know, I went medical a little. I went medical a little.
I don't know if you can see this. I got a chunk taken out of my forehead. I went to the doctor. Can you see that?
Yeah. That's coming in.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the doctor, man. They stuck a needle right there, and then they cut that thing off.
What? They stuck a needle in your forehead?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
No. Did you sue?
Thinking about it, because he didn't ask. He just did it. You know?
Yeah. I'm like, damn, see that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know they're crazy, man.
You got no other way of putting some medicine in a guy than sticking a needle through his forehead? Like,
I know. I thought it was going to go on my arm or something, right? And I just brought it up and was like,
oh no, I ain't taking that.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, the UFC fight was crazy. It was
Usman got
he got kicked in the head, dude. Look at me now. I was born in Jamaica with nothing. I lived in a shed. You know, look at me now. Leon Edwards, that was crazy.
Yeah.
He was beat. A game over. You know what I mean? It was like I'm sitting there and watching. I'm like, this dude got to do something. I'm like, he's gonna lose. And then, like right under a minute, he kicked the hell out of him. Boom.
Usman is a killer.
He is. He got lazy. He should have just been he kept taking him down at last. He should have just kept doing that. But he just stood there and that guy set him up. Bam! Folded him up like a chair, man. It was the whole place went nuts. It was like unbelievable. Like,
think he'll be able to come back?
Oh, he'll come back. He'll beat that guy. He'll beat him.
Right. He'll beat that guy.
Yeah, he'll beat that guy. Yeah.
Too many examples of that, like that Ruiz guy. Remember that Ruiz guy that knocked out? Yeah.
He'll beat him. He'll beat him. He won't. You know what I mean? He won't get lazy. He won't get lackadaisical, man. So, I think that's
that's a
podcast, bro. Because the game's on. 2 football games. 49ers and the Texans is on. So I'm gonna go check some of that out.
All right, man.
And it's good seeing you, talking to you.
I'm gonna get logged into my picks. Picks are coming up.
Yeah, get logged in. You gotta log into that.
I'm taking everybody's money this year.
The Hulk is already in. Hulk is in. I'm in. I ain't even gonna ask Hugh Stack. I'll check with. Maybe I'll check with him, but he never gets in. He never remembers. So screw it. That's it. Pete Up. Thanks for doing this, including me in this. I appreciate all of it, man. All of it.
Likewise, sir.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.